10-year-old girl says she felt someone watching her from outside her bedroom. This mother and her husband, who are both licensed handgun carriers, grabbed their guns and rushed outside to detain the man.
Welcome back, everybody, to Heavy Duty Country. One of the things I want to start doing is I want to start making episodes about just some American ass shit. So I don't know how many of y'all were allowed to watch horror movies when you were a kid, right? You know, whether it was just a scary movie or something dad had on the TV, whatever it was. My thing, I wasn't scared of robbers. I wasn't scared of people coming in and shooting us because we lived in BFE and it just wasn't a realistic thought. But what scared the shit out of me was aliens. I remember my dad had on the Discovery Channel or something one night, and they were talking about people getting abducted by aliens and how all these lights were flickering around. And this was right around Christmas time. So I remember my dad was putting up Christmas lights real late at night one time. And my window to my room was right where he was, and all these Christmas lights were flickering around. I lost my shit. And then for a couple nights after, I was just waking my parents up. Hey, there's something outside. It kind of fits into this story because there was a guy outside of this little girl's window that was watching her and touching himself inappropriately. So the guy outside who was doing this stuff, we don't really know who it is. Maybe it was Hunter or Sleepy Joe. Imagine that defense in court. Oh no, I was just sniffing her, come on. And so apparently this was going on for a long time. And every time this little girl told her parents, they couldn't find it. So they almost stopped believing her. And then the other day, they finally catch this peeping Tom. And these people chase him down the street. Both of these people had their handgun licenses, so they're chasing him out on the street into a gas station with their firearms. Now, the suspect actually wrestles one of the guns out of their hands. I believe it was the woman's. And so the dad shot it. I believe it was 3 or 4 times. Talk about some American ass shit.
They followed him to the Valero gas station across the street where the mother says the suspected peeper wrestled her for her gun.
My husband just said he just heard a but by that time the guy had already grabbed me, got my gun, and pulled it on myself.
And some of you people on the left are gonna be like, oh no, you didn't have a right to shoot him. Really? Okay, you tell me that when there's a guy outside of your daughter's window touching himself, doing whatever, making weird faces. I don't know, would you go up to him and be like, hey, it's Jerry from next door. You want a beer? No, you're good with that? Any lotions? No, you wouldn't do that. You'd be pissed. You'd lose your shit. You'd get a bat or a dildo or whatever you use to hurt people, and you would go after them. So for those of you who are curious on why we need guns and why it says shall not be infringed, because these are used for protection. We're not out waving them around like that one guy in Austin did when he got shot by that guy because he was pointing an AK-47 at a guy. 99% of us are responsible gun owners who would use it in a situation like that where someone in our family is in danger. It's called being a sheepdog. You're kind at heart, but you have the mind of a warrior to the point where you will take on the wolf if your sheep is in danger. That's what this father was. The guy out there touching himself, doing all this weird shit, was clearly the wolf because he's preying on this little girl, and the sheep were his wife and his daughter. So the next time you people on the left are curious about why it's important for us to be able to bear arms, look at situations like this. And honestly ask yourself what you would do.